Have you ever cracked open an egg in the morning, thinking you're making one of the healthiest choices for your day? Eggs are often praised for being full of protein and nutrients. But what if the way you prepare and eat them is actually working against your health? Especially as you get older. Many older adults eat eggs every day without realizing that certain habits, simple things like timing, cooking method, or what part of the egg they consume could be quietly affecting their well-being. Over the years, thousands of seniors have made small adjustments to how they eat eggs and experienced real improvements, some even reducing their medication or gaining back energy they thought they'd lost. In this video, you'll discover 5 important egg-related habits that older adults should avoid. Each one is backed by science and real-life stories, including that of an 86-year-old woman who saw a major improvement in her cholesterol levels simply by changing her egg routine. Missing just one of these tips could be the difference between eggs supporting your body or slowly working against it. So please stay with us until the end. And if you find this video helpful, feel free to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. If you're new here, subscribing and turning on notifications will make sure you don't miss our next health tip for aging well. Now, let's begin. First, eating only egg whites on an empty stomach. Many older adults, hoping to make a heart-smart choice, skip the yolk and eat only egg whites, especially first thing in the morning. At first glance, it seems like a harmless habit, less cholesterol. Right, but this common routine may actually cause more harm than good. Particularly if you're over 60, here's why egg whites contain a protein called avidin. While harmless in small amounts, avidin has a strong binding affinity to biotin, also known as vitamin B7. When avidin latches onto biotin, it blocks your body from absorbing this essential nutrient. And biotin isn't just any vitamin. It plays a critical role in nerve function, energy levels, skin and hair health, and even emotional balance. Biotin deficiency often starts quietly with fatigue, trouble concentrating, or mild irritability. But over time, it can escalate to more serious symptoms like numbness in the hands and feet, muscle weakness, loss of coordination, memory problems, and even depression. Let me tell you about Mr. Walter Green, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. For years, he believed he was doing the right thing by eating 3 egg whites every morning on an empty stomach. Over time, he began to feel tingling in his fingers and struggled to keep his balance while walking. After months of medical visits, his doctors identified a significant biotin deficiency linked directly to his breakfast habit. The problem becomes worse when egg whites are eaten on an empty stomach. In a fasting state, stomach acid is more concentrated, which enhances avidin's ability to block biotin. This means that older adults, who are already more vulnerable to nutrient deficiencies and nervous system changes, are at higher risk if they follow this pattern regularly. So what's the solution? Eat the entire egg yolk, and all egg yolks are a rich source of biotin, as well as lecithin, which supports memory, omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect your eyes from age-related degeneration. These nutrients are especially important as we age. The yolk's natural biotin can even help neutralize the effects of avidin in the white, especially when both parts are eaten together. To get the most benefit, avoid eating eggs on an empty stomach. Try pairing them with high-fiber foods like leafy greens or whole-grain toast. This slows digestion, improves nutrient absorption, and reduces the chance of nutrient-blocking interactions in your gut. Worried about cholesterol? Research shows that most people, seniors included, can safely consume 5 to 7 eggs per week without significantly affecting their heart health. However, if you're taking cholesterol-lowering drugs or dealing with neurological conditions like Parkinson's or dementia, consult your doctor. These conditions can worsen if biotin is deficient. So now it's your turn. Have you been avoiding egg yolks? thinking it's the healthier choice. And do you usually eat eggs first thing in the morning? Let us know in the comments. Your story might help someone else. Second, eating raw eggs. Second, let's talk about eating raw or partially cooked eggs, a habit some older adults have kept for years. Whether it's sipping them raw in a morning drink or enjoying a soft-boiled egg with a runny yolk, these practices often come from cultural beliefs or past routines. But for seniors, they carry serious risks that are often overlooked. The most immediate danger is the potential for salmonella infection, a bacterial illness that can be especially harmful to older individuals. As we age, our immune systems naturally weaken, making it harder to fight off infections. For seniors, salmonella isn't just a case of stomach cramps. It can lead to severe dehydration, high fever, and in some cases, life-threatening sepsis, where the body's immune response spirals out of control. According to the CDC, adults aged 65 and older have the highest death rates from salmonella infections, and many of these cases require hospitalization. Take the story of Mr. Raymond Ellis, a 79-year-old retired mechanic who made a daily habit of drinking raw eggs. After contracting a salmonella infection, he ended up in the ICU for several weeks. Though he survived, the long course of antibiotics disrupted his gut health, leading to persistent digestive issues, poor appetite, and weight loss. But infection isn't the only problem. Raw egg whites also contain active avidin, a protein that binds to biotin, a vital nutrient for nerve health, energy, and mental clarity. Since avidin isn't neutralized without cooking, eating raw eggs can trigger biotin deficiency, leading to symptoms like numbness, confusion, and even mood disorders over time. Additionally, raw egg proteins can disturb the balance of beneficial gut bacteria. New research links gut imbalances to conditions like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and depression, all of which become more common with age. So what's the safer choice? Fully cook your eggs to at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit or 74 degrees Celsius. For boiled eggs, that means 9 to 12 minutes until the yolk is firm. Check eggshells for cracks. Avoid buying old or discounted eggs and store them in the fridge. Always wash your hands after handling raw eggs. If you've been using raw eggs in recipes or daily habits, now's a great time to reconsider. Choose cooked alternatives, especially if you're over 65. And if you're still here watching, thank you. If you've ever eaten raw or undercooked eggs, comment the number 2 below. If you've already made the switch to safer habits, let us know what's worked for you. Third, consuming eggs with medications. Many older adults rely on daily medications to manage chronic conditions. But what most people don't realize is that eating eggs too close to taking certain medications can cause the drugs to lose their effectiveness or even cause harm. Let's start with blood thinners, such as warfarin. This medication works by lowering the body's ability to form clots, and it's highly sensitive to changes in vitamin K. Egg yolks are naturally rich in vitamin K. So, if you eat a lot of eggs or suddenly increase your intake while on warfarin, it may interfere with how the medication works. That can lead to either dangerous bleeding or an increased risk of clotting. Consider the case of Mr. Leonard Adams, a 78-year-old man who enjoyed 2 eggs every morning while on warfarin. He was later hospitalized after a brain hemorrhage, and doctors traced the complication back to a shift in his vitamin K levels from his regular egg intake. Eggs can also interfere with antibiotics like tetracyclines or quinolones. These drugs can bind with calcium, iron, or magnesium and food minerals found in eggs, forming complexes that the body can't absorb properly. That means the medication may not work as intended, delaying treatment. There's also an issue with iron supplements. The proteins in egg whites can block the absorption of iron in the intestines, making treatment for anemia less effective. For example, Mrs. Gloria Chen, age 75. Found her iron levels remained low despite consistent supplement use until she adjusted the timing of her meals. To avoid these issues, try spacing your egg consumption at least 2 hours apart from your medications. With drugs like warfarin or thyroid medication, waiting 3 to 4 hours may be even safer. Have you ever eaten eggs close to your medication time without realizing the possible risks? If so, this might be a simple adjustment that could make a real difference in how well your treatment works. Fourth, consuming eggs between 60 ampere m and 80 ampere m. Most people assume breakfast is the perfect time for eggs. After all, what says healthy morning more than a plate of scrambled or fried eggs at sunrise? But if you're someone who usually eats eggs between 6 and 8 in the morning, especially if you're over 60, you might want to think twice about that timing. During these early morning hours, your body experiences its highest natural surge of a hormone called cortisol. While cortisol is essential, it helps wake you up and regulates your internal clock. It also has a lesser-known side effect. It stimulates your liver to produce cholesterol. Now, pair that with eggs, a food that already contains dietary cholesterol, and you may unintentionally double your cholesterol load at a time when your body is most sensitive to it. For older adults, this can be particularly dangerous. As we age, our ability to regulate cholesterol weakens, and that's not just theory, it's been observed in real cases. Take, for example, 78-year-old Mr. Harold Benson, a retired carpenter who had a lifelong habit of eating fried eggs every day at 6 sharp. Despite keeping a balanced diet otherwise, he suffered a heart attack. Blood tests later revealed his cholesterol levels were nearly twice the recommended range, and his doctor believed the timing of his egg consumption played a significant role. But there's more. In the early morning, your digestive system isn't fully awake. After hours of rest, your gastrointestinal tract is still sluggish and slowly ramping up. Eating heavy, protein-rich foods like eggs during this time can lead to bloating, indigestion, and discomfort, especially in older adults whose digestive enzymes and gut motility naturally decline with age. So, what's the better choice? Surprisingly, the ideal time to eat eggs is actually between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. By this time, cortisol levels have dropped, your digestion is fully active, and your liver is better prepared to handle cholesterol. Not only does this reduce the cardiovascular risks, but it also helps your body absorb nutrients more efficiently. Your heart, your gut, and even your energy levels will thank you. Want to get even more from your eggs? Pair them with fiber-rich vegetables like spinach, broccoli, or onions. These ingredients help slow cholesterol absorption and protect your arteries. A spinach omelet or scrambled eggs with sautéed onions can boost flavor and heart health at the same time. On the flip side, one of the worst times to eat eggs is late at night. Protein digestion demands energy, and when you eat heavy meals right before bed, it interferes with your body's recovery processes during sleep. Instead of repairing cells and refreshing your brain, your body ends up working overtime on digestion, which can lead to restless sleep and reduced regeneration. If you truly need a morning protein boost, go for lighter options like Greek yogurt or soft tofu. These are easier to digest and won't spike your cholesterol when your body is still adjusting to the day. So here's something to think about. What time of day do you usually eat eggs? Would you be open to shifting that habit to the afternoon and noticing how your body responds? If you're still with me and you found this information valuable, please comment the number 3 below to let me know you're still here and learning with me. Thank you for being part of this journey toward wiser, healthier choice. 5th, high-temperature oil cooking. For many older adults, fried eggs have been a comforting morning ritual for decades. But when eggs are regularly cooked in oil over high heat, the risks can quietly outweigh the rewards, especially as we age. When eggs are exposed to temperatures above 212 degrees Fahrenheit, the protein structure within them changes. This process, called denaturation, makes the protein more difficult to digest, particularly for seniors with slower or more sensitive digestive systems. Symptoms like bloating, gas, and stomach irritation may seem like minor discomforts, but over time, they can signal underlying digestive strain. Even more concerning are the chemical changes that occur in the cooking oil itself. When oils like canola or vegetable oil are heated past their smoke point, they break down into harmful substances, including aldehydes and acrylamide. These compounds not only irritate the stomach lining but also contribute to chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. Research links long-term exposure to such toxins with increased risk of heart disease and neurodegenerative conditions like dementia. Nutritionally, high heat also destroys some of the most valuable nutrients in eggs, especially choline, which supports brain function and memory. For seniors already facing cognitive challenges, this loss can quietly accelerate decline. Take 79-year-old Margaret Ellis. For example, she had enjoyed fried eggs every morning for over 30 years until she began experiencing persistent heartburn and a dwindling appetite. After switching to boiled eggs, her symptoms dramatically improved, and she regained both comfort and nutritional benefit from her meals. Similarly, Mr. Frank Dawson, aged 83, found that replacing fried eggs with steamed ones not only eased his digestive issues but also helped stabilize his energy levels throughout the day. To preserve nutrients and ease digestion, low-heat cooking methods are best. Start by placing eggs in cool water and gently bringing them to a boil over low heat for about 10 minutes. Once boiling, reduce the heat to a simmer to avoid making the egg rubbery. Steaming or poaching are excellent oil-free alternatives that help retain nutrients without generating harmful compounds. Microwaving eggs, however, is not recommended. The uneven, rapid heating denatures proteins severely and can even cause dangerous bursts of steam inside the egg. Instead, enhance flavor and health benefits with herbs and spices like turmeric, black pepper, or parsley. Turmeric's active compound, curcumin, may help reduce inflammation and protect the brain, a powerful bonus for older adults. So, if fried eggs have long been your go-to breakfast, now may be the perfect time to try boiling or steaming instead. You'll still enjoy the delicious flavor without compromising your long-term health. Summary of egg consumption guidelines for older adults. Eggs are among the most nutrient-packed foods available, providing high-quality protein, vitamin D, B vitamins, selenium, and choline, all essential for aging well. But for older adults, how you eat your eggs matters just as much as the fact that you're eating them. When consumed improperly, this nutritional powerhouse can quietly turn into a source of health problems. To enjoy the benefits of eggs while avoiding the hidden dangers, follow these 5 simple but powerful guidelines. First, never eat only egg whites on an empty stomach. Always eat the whole egg as part of a balanced meal to ensure proper digestion and nutrient absorption. Second, avoid raw or undercooked eggs completely. Seniors are more susceptible to bacterial infections like salmonella, which can lead to dangerous complications, including hospitalization. Third, do not combine eggs too closely with medication. A minimum 2-hour gap is recommended to prevent interference with drug absorption, especially for medicines like statins, antibiotics, and thyroid pills. Fourth, be mindful of when you eat eggs. Early morning, between 6 and 8 a.m., is not ideal. This is when cortisol levels are at their highest, encouraging the liver to produce more cholesterol. Instead, the afternoon around 2 to 4 p.m. is a better time for both digestion and cholesterol metabolism. Finally, steer clear of cooking eggs at high temperatures in oil. Frying can destroy important nutrients like choline and lead to the formation of harmful compounds that promote inflammation. Boiling, steaming, or poaching are safer methods that preserve both nutrition and flavor. At 92, I still practice medicine and I credit small, consistent habits like these for keeping my mind sharp and body strong. Change doesn't have to be overwhelming. Even adopting just one of these tips can make a meaningful difference in your health over time. Why not start with one small change tomorrow? Try boiling a few eggs and eating them with steamed greens for lunch. It's a simple shift that can help make eggs a true ally in your healthy aging journey. Thank you for joining us on this eye-opening journey about the hidden truths behind eating eggs. With decades of experience and countless stories from older adults, we've uncovered how something as simple as an egg can either support your health or quietly work against it, depending on how and when it's eaten. So, what resonated with you most today? Was it the mistake of eating raw eggs? The timing of your breakfast? Or the importance of cooking methods? Even one small shift, like moving your eggs to the afternoon or pairing them with vegetables, can make a real difference in how you feel every day. I'd love to hear from you. What's one new thing you've learned that you're ready to apply in your life? Share it in the comments below. Your experience could inspire someone else on their journey too. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more practical, down-to-earth health tips made especially for older adults.